man, here we go. And we got the first exclusive Ralo interview. I'm in the new Pakistan. Last time I came, I was at the old joint. This time I'm at the new joint. You got the fleet behind them. You know, how you doing, man? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the time, man, for sure.
First week out of jail.
Yeah, first week officially.
Yes,
how I feel?
I feel amazing. Good vibes. I don't even want niggas to say nothing negative around me. I tell them just give me a good 48 hours of just good vibes. That's what I want.
Because I remember the big announcement. You had the whole fleet. You got the private jet and shit. That was like, what, 5 months ago?
Yeah, it was 6 or 7. I think it was November the 8th when that occurred.
Okay.
But, you know, I just wasn't aware of the severe rules that the halfway house had. So I'm thinking when I get out of prison, I can go on ahead and go do my welcome home shows, because you know I had seen Gucci do the same thing when he was released. And that shit just was a whole shit show. They wouldn't allow me to release on music. They wouldn't allow me to get on Instagram. They wasn't allowing me to get on no social media, period.
I seen a few posts though. We had posted of you though.
Yeah, I was sneaking that shit out.
You sneaking
Every time you seen the post, I was getting in trouble.
So they was coming back like, what is this?
Yeah, like sending your ass back to prison. Every video I dropped, I got rolled up for. Even when Lil Baby pulled up and gave me the $50,000, that shit almost sent me to prison. Remember, but I needed that $50,000. So shit, I got that. I had to take that one to the chin. Yeah,
I seen you say that. So you said Lil Baby blessed you with 50, and you said somebody else too blessed you, right?
I mean, it's a lot. It's a long name, long list, and every time I say the list, they always tell my left a nigga out. But you got your boy QCP. He looked out for me. He sent me maybe 75,000. You got Lil Baby sent me a 50 while I was in. And gave me another 50 when I got out. You got your boy Dirt. You got 21 Savage. He had gave Queen $40,000 for me. Shit, it's a long list of people. You know, Gold Mom made shower straight every 2 weeks. He put something on my book. You know, I actually had an idea. You smell me? Outside of the niggas that ran off with my money and you know did all that lame shit. Yeah.
So in the halfway house, you had a curfew?
Shit, you gonna come out. You come out to go to work and you go straight back home. I mean, go straight back to the halfway house.
So what was your schedule like as far as like work?
I just go to the studio every day. You know, I ain't got no job. I mean, later on I had found out that I could have 2 jobs, so I divided. So instead of me spending the $400 a day on studio time, I started going ahead and spending like $200-300 because I was able to utilize my property as a construction site, and I was able to go over here and do the construction and stuff and build my hood back up. Yeah.
So first day out is what, yesterday, today?
First day out was Friday.
What you do? What was the first thing you did?
Got me some money, shot me some videos, got me a couple shows lined up. Called you, got me an interview.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get me some bags.
Yeah. So I mean, let's go back to 2018, man. I mean, we could start with the first incident with the private jet. It was really 2 incidents, right? Yes, sir. The first incident, you weren't physically there?
No, sir. It was actually like 4 incidents that occurred. Y'all only seen 1, which was the private jet that I got caught with. But however, I had 4 different counts. So like stuff was getting caught up, and you know, it's more incidents occurred way beforehand. You know, what occurred was they just got tired of the situation with me because of other crimes that occurred. One of my homies had they had a informant that was in Pakistan that was coming. He was praying with us. He was a nigga with tattoos on his face. You would never even tell he was the Fed. So he was trying to get to me. You smell me? He was trying to get up on me, but I might be with 1,000 niggas, but it's only 5 or 10 niggas that I really communicate with on certain levels. You smell me? And he kept trying to get towards me, and I guess one of my little homies told him, like, if you want to get with Ralo, you got to spend at least 100 or 2, at least 200,000. You smell me? So the nigga called the feds and was like, in order for us to get with Ralo, we got to spend, you know, a abundant amount of money, and the feds the one approving for the money. So the feds said, shit, we'll give you the money, but we'll have to send an agent out with you. So they sent the agent out with him, and he was a white dude playing like he was an Uber driver. And the nigga who supposed to been spending the money with me, he got down in the back of the Uber. I'm not knowing this. I'm way in Cali. I'm in Cali handling the business, picking me some goddamn weed out. So when the dude get to wherever they went over there on Ashley Course or whatnot, they draw down to rob the nigga. And robbed the FBI agent too. I'm not even knowing this. I was never serving that nigga, period. Cause I had a clientele that I had been dealing with for years. So when they got over there to the situation, they drawed down on them and they let them go. The feds, U.S. Marshals, everybody came and bomb rushed them and they let them go because they wanted me. They said I was the bigger fish or whatnot. So I'm on the plane thinking everything out because they wasn't giving a fuck about that weed. They never cared about the weed from the jump. It was never about the weed. You smell me? So I understand people was ever came with me saying he only locked up for weed, he only locked up for weed. But in their mind and throughout their thorough investigation, it was a lot
shit that led up
crime,
to it. Shit
like
that led
violence,
up to it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when that occurred, they just got tired of the situation, and the chief of the FBI, they said, oh, y'all got to close that case. So really it was a gift and a curse because they would have kept investigating. Ain't no telling what type of trouble I got in. Or if they would have just simply not even got me off the plane, they should have just waited till I got in traffic. And then hunted they business, they probably would have got to stash out or something. But however, they was just too goddamn happy to see me. And, you know, crash the car.
So the informant, is this somebody that you kind of like grew up with type situation?
I never knew the foreman in my life. I never talked to him. I think I seen the nigga when I was in prison because one nigga pulled up on me saying he was coming to Pakistan buying shit, and he said a lot of good shit, like shit that I know 100% was occurring. But however, I never talked to him.
So he would just come over there and pray, and y'all like not have no.
I mean, that was one informant. After a while,
it was a lot
some of these dudes became informants that was around.
Okay.
Okay, you got Lil Yaski. He the one who was serving the informant from the jump. Like he was serving them Percocet, he was serving them guns, he was serving them all kinds of shit for Pakistan without my knowledge. Because the rule was for nobody to sell drugs outside of Pakistan. You smell me? Inside of Pakistan, you couldn't sell no dope. You smell me? So that was the main rule. So they was snuck behind my back being greedy because these ATF agents, they was offering money that niggas weren't refusing for these guns.
That right there a red flag to me because if I got the homeboys and y'all niggas doing behind my back, I can't trust y'all now. You know what I'm saying?
What type of money?
Triple. Like for a 22 rifle, they trying to for a 22 assault rifle, they was giving $500. You go to the store and buy that shit for $109, $120 back then anyway.
Yeah.
You smell me? So these dudes, they couldn't see through the bullshit and they ended up getting on their team. You smell me? I guess they was scared. Some of them dudes ain't do nothing, not one day in jail.
Yeah. Have you watched any documentaries about yourself since you've been out?
Shit, I see a different documentary.
It's like 10 of them.
Every day.
It's like 10 of them.
Every day I come out, I just go on Google, I go on YouTube, I see Ralo, and a lot of that shit just be.
They call me Mr. Dog Food.
Yes, sir.
How accurate are those documentaries?
It depends on which YouTube.
The Trap Lil Ross one.
I don't even think I seen that one.
Yeah, that got like 3-4 million views.
But don't say how accurate it is, bro.
I gotta look at it.
Yeah.
I don't even
but just overall though, is a lot of the shit accurate?
Yeah, a lot of it accurate. I say like 80% of it. You know what I mean?
What's the cap though?
I think the cap is, cause you know, my grandma stayed in this neighborhood 40 years. You smell me? And this somewhere I call home. So throughout my lifespan, you know, I used to go up these streets right here and cut grass and sell CDs. It used to be a whole bunch of dope boys sitting in the apartments. This used to be a 6-unit apartment complex. And coming up in the streets and having trap houses, having different trap houses, you know, everybody see me when they seen $1 million or they seen the first 500,000, but people didn't know how much work it took to get there. So throughout my journey of life, going to jail back and forth for a little bit of crimes, whether it was possession of cocaine or whether possession of a firearm, people didn't know how much structure and how much discipline and how many losses had to be taken at that. You smell me? So the police come in today. If the police came in today, Lil Boo them, they were gonna take the charge from me. You smell me? I walk out, you know what I'm saying? If the police came right here and my little niggas right here and they got a gun on them, and they gonna take the charge. They gonna say that was mine, even if it was mine. You smell me? So, you know, people that ain't been in the streets don't understand the game. Like when you look at the shit that El Chapo did or the shit that Pablo Escobar did, sometimes they'll send 100 bricks across the ocean. You let that get caught up, just to get 1,000 bricks across. You smell me? But when we as black people start implementing that, then it's a problem. And they start calling you a rat. They start calling you this and that. So like, you know, it comes with, anytime you need, you chasing success and you trying to succeed in something, it comes with sacrifice. It comes with strategizing. It comes with a lot of different things. You know what I mean? So
I remember when you got locked up.
Right.
The biggest narrative on the internet was a lot of people pulled up your IG posts. They pulled up the Vlad interviews. They pulled up the showing the cash and being wild and popping your shit and blaming that on, really blaming yourself on bringing attention to you.
Right.
How much accountability do you put on yourself for that?
Them people don't give a fuck about no nigga flexing no money. Them people don't give a fuck about no marijuana. They don't really care for non-violent crimes really at all. But when you got people that was dying, a lot of people was getting killed. A lot of people was getting shot. That ain't something that I rap about. That ain't something that I broadcast. When niggas getting shot nowadays, everybody go up and say they shot them. But niggas was getting their ass dropped around here. You smell me? Not saying I had anything to do with it, but whenever a case go cold, whenever any murder case go cold, the feds have an obligation to investigate it, pick up that file and investigate it. So all these different crimes had occurred. I guess they got tired of my name getting pulled up in this shit. And they just so happened while investigating me for these cold cases, stumbled across the marijuana. I was hustling. You smell me? Everybody else was rapping and doing this and that. I had to make the money. You smell me? I wasn't making no lot of money off rapping. And as you see, I always had a village to take care of. So while they investigate me for these cold crimes or these murders that had occurred, they just stumbled across some weed.
So you don't, if you were to go back, social media would be the same. You would still carry it the same way?
I think I would. I had a good life. I enjoyed myself. Like I ain't, when I got caught on that plane that day, I wasn't in deep regret. I knew what this shit came with. I was willing to go sit down and do 30 years. You smell me? I was willing to go do 30 years. I had it in my head when I was on that jet, sitting in that bathroom, saying fuck them people. I said to myself, I'm finna go do 30 years. And I told myself, shit, I'm finna go up here and, get as close as me as possible. We finna sit down and do this time together. You smell me?
Yeah.
So like, it was never a time that cause according to my religion, we supposed to regret our sin. You smell me? But it ain't no sin showing money. You smell me? I mean, it's arrogance in it, you know what I'm saying? But I had fun. You smell me? I lived a great life. Even if I was to die some years ago, I still would have been legendary in my hood. You know what I'm saying? Where I come from.
Yeah. I remember, I think you did like a news interview.
Bro, I ain't gonna count. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I feel like if I'm showing off some money online, I'm showing off the top of the line cars, I'm staying in some apartments and shit that I bought for my whole neighborhood, I feel like I'm gonna draw some attention on me, bro. I'm gonna draw some attention on me because the people gonna be trying to figure out, yo, how he get all this? I'm a judge, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor. Like, bro, he got more than all them, like, bro. So I feel like, man, if you showing off all this stuff, it's gonna bring some attention with it now. I ain't gonna say anything about the murders because I don't know nothing about the murders, but just off of appearance and just like showing shit off, I know, like, man, them people gonna be trying to figure out how this nigga get all that. You know what I'm saying?
And you said that you felt targeted. I think you did say you felt targeted. You felt like because you were going to get out on bond,
right? And
they said that you were still running the organization from in jail,
right?
And you said you felt targeted. Explain that whole situation.
I mean, back then, being in jail, we wanna try to make it seem as we are victims, like the government doing something wrong or some shit like that. Damn right, I was a target. You smell me? Like, I supposed to have been a target. You smell me? I'm the breadwinner. I'm the king of the village. I'm the leader. I'm the person that God gave the financial stability to take care of the village. You smell me? So like, I ain't gonna say I shouldn't have been targeted. You smell me? I understand that did what this shit come with. You smell me? You can't goddamn whatever job God gave you, it's your obligation to handle it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, if God gave me the wealth, if God gave me the financial stability, it's on me to take care of the village. You know what I mean? So I can't cry about being a target. I didn't know that kingpin was an actual charge. You know what I mean? Till I got the charge and they put me number 1 on the indictment, I didn't even know what the hell 4 points. I didn't know none of this federal shit. You know what I'm saying? But after going through the feds, you run into some real intelligent dudes. You run into some people that really have a great amount of knowledge. You know what I mean? And these brothers, you know, was different from the state, because I went to state prison twice before I even went to fed. So when you're going into the feds, these dudes is all about finessing. These dudes is all about paying whoever to get out of jail. However they gotta put it, you know what I'm saying? They put it that way. A dude might pay you. You ain't got no criminal history. Let's just say you ain't got a criminal history. Cause the feds got guideline sheets. So people don't know what the fuck. It look like a timetable chart. But if you got a certain amount of convictions, they go over and over on the chart. And then based on your offense, they go down. You smell me? So the luckiest motherfucker to be in that situation would be a dude with no criminal history, because you get lesser time. So if you got a dude facing 20 years for the same crime that you'll get 3 years for, it'll be very smart for you to do them 3 years. You probably do 18 months, come out, go to the halfway house like I did, then leave a nigga in jail for 20 years. I think that's like, the people gonna say, nigga need to take their leak or whatnot, but I think that's called strategizing and helping one another out. You smell me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna stop it right there. Hey, bro, he definitely got a point too, man, because like, bro, you got to take my charge and lay it down for me, but you good. You ain't gotta worry about nothing when you in there. You ain't gotta worry about nothing when you get out, but you good all the way around. So shit, nigga, that's like some boss type shit. That's a boss move, bro. You know what I'm saying? You do shit like that, but like, alright, bro, you know what come with this shit, but you know, if you go in there and take care of that for me, man, shit, you good. You ain't gotta worry about shit, nigga. Your family good. I'm paying rent for everybody. Like, nigga, that's real. It's real spill, man. But shit, though, bro. This your boy CJ, man. That's all I got. Let's get it.